In 2012, Anne Martin and myself led the delegation of Australian Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to Vancouver for the inaugural World Indigenous Housing Conference. We were joined by people from North America, from Canada, from Alaska, from the United States, and also people from New Zealand, the Pacific, and some of the other countries of the world, where we sat down and talked about housing. And what's going to happen now is that in 2019, Australia is hosting the second World Indigenous Housing Conference. It'll happen in May 2019, and we really welcome and encourage people to think about coming along to the event. We're after nominations for speakers at the conference, for participants, people who want to learn more about Indigenous housing across the globe. We want to look at sponsors of the event and also exhibitors, because what's important is that wherever possible, we as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, as Indigenous peoples of the world, need to take control of the housing sector, and that is right down from the design to the construction and landscaping, and then moving in. We want to be able to own our own home wherever possible, but we also need to be in a safe environment. A house is a safe environment, and so we have to think about issues like not smoking in the home and causing problems, to look at reducing family disputes in the home, to look at really strong campaigns like White Ribbon, where it's men standing up against violence against women. These are the issues that we have to address as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and as Indigenous peoples of the world, because these are issues that determine us as a nation. And they're also issues that really do reflect what self-determination is all about. And that's integral if we are going to be successful in Indigenous housing. So I encourage people of the world, Indigenous peoples of the world, to consider coming down to Australia in May 2019 to participate in the second World Indigenous Housing Conference. You'll enjoy it, we'd welcome your participation, and what's so important in all this is that we as Indigenous peoples are sharing our knowledges, our spirits, and our understanding about what housing should be all about, and how to make sure that we as a peoples are able to progress it, because housing is a basic human right, and it's covered off in the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. So let's take that big step, let's do it together, and that way as a collective we will have an impact. And that's what's going to be important at the end of the day, is how we collectively can work together to influence the power brokers to be able to support us and our endeavours for self-determination and appropriate housing. You can do it, we can do it even better if we do it together. So see you in Australia in May 2019. We'll look after you, and we want you to share your knowledges and experiences. If you've got a good news story, you need to be down here with us. And don't forget, not only to ensure that youth are given an opportunity, but make sure that our women and girls are also able to join us at this conference, because the matriarchs of our society are often the backbone of our society, and they're the ones who will be looking after the home while partners are out working, or ensuring that our cultures survive, particularly from a woman's perspective.